to. Damn it, we were doing so good this week. We were on a streak, and then I forgot to unmute my mic. All right, there we go. All right, welcome everyone to episode 62 of An Evening with 112. My co-host will be here shortly. Um, I am severely late. I do apologize though, but has not been the funnest of fucking work weeks. I finally transferred over last Monday. And then I had to go in and help on one of my days off. So I want to say I am like, I don't know, like fucking 6 days straight. And then I think I took a brief nap, and then I lost track of time. So it's been rough. So I'm pulling a Woody tonight. So usually Woody is the person that plugs the Red Bulls and shit, but that's me tonight to keep me from falling asleep on stream. SES dog, what's going on? Menjoza, JB, what's going on? Crayons here as well. So yeah, it's been, but yeah. So we will be moving as of next week. We will be moving. We will no longer be on Mondays. So we will be, if everything lines up correctly, we should be going live Friday evenings instead of Monday evenings. So we will no longer be on the Monday time slot. So there's that. But luckily, Snape and Fumbling will be going live on Mondays. So you will be able to watch them. So that's why the title is so it's so depressing. But we bid you adieu, as we are no longer going to be on Mondays, and we'll be on Fridays, hopefully. And also the reason why Fridays is because GB has already been going live on Thursdays, and I don't want to cut him off from his schedule that he's already doing. So there's that. Not sure if there was much figure news this week. I don't think so. And then of course later on we will get into our evening with 112 section. So if anyone did add anything this week, we will take a look at your photography. And as always, I do appreciate everybody that participates each week with your photography and gives us an opportunity to talk about your work. So I'm going to, with that being said, go to our usual spot that we start at, which is the Find My Figures ladies. So we will start there. So right off the bat, I guess we could start with the Reveltech Batman Beyond. So Reveltech is doing, I want to say this is their second or third Batman Beyond that they've done, but this is more based off of the classic look for Batman Beyond. I'm not entirely sure if all that's new is just the head sculpt, because I'm pretty sure the wings are reused and maybe the whole body is reused, but I'm not too sure. I'll have to, that would be a wait until this actual figure comes out, and then I can go back and do a side by side to see there's if there's anything new. But it looks good. I mean, it looks accurate to, you know, the source material. And it does have a pre-order bonus as well, just like all the other Revel techs. So this is some poses. This is its static. There's the extra, one of the extra head sculpts. So you have an unmasked head, but it does come with an angry head. And then if you wanted the static face right here with the red eyes, that is the pre-order bonus. So if you want the pre-order bonus, you're going to have to go through Nin Nin or one of the Japanese retailers, and there's going to be a price difference between the two. It'll be a very noticeable price difference between if you get the pre-order bonus or not. But yeah, the joints look a little bit smaller, so they don't seem to be going off that big ass ball joint method that they've usually been doing. He's got the batarangs. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. He's got the scoop knees is what I've heard people call it, which a lot of people don't like it. I don't give a shit. If you bend the knee and it doesn't look awkward for pictures, it's fine. My Deadpool has these scoop knees. People don't really like them. They think they're ugly, but I would rather the scoop knees than two big ass ball joints sticking out of the back of the knees. So I don't really care. But yeah, he looks good. I want to say it's already up, I believe, for pre-order. Because JB just said that he just pre-ordered it. So there's that. And then with Marvel Legends, we finally got a price and a release date for the Punisher, War Machine, Punisher, Iron Man, Hulkbuster armor figure. I'm not a fan of that helmet. I kind of don't understand why they didn't just give him the Iron Man helmet with the Punisher skull painted on it, which they could have easily done. They did it with I'm pretty sure they already did a figure of that Punisher Iron Man. So why not just give him that and it would look better? I do love this extra head sculpt where his face is all wrapped up with the bandages and his nose is all taped up like it's broken. But 70 is, I don't know, that's pretty steep. I don't know if I see a lot of people going after it for this price. Because the Hulkbuster last year showed up at Ross for like $12 or $10 or something like that, which, not saying if this showed up at Ross they would charge that much, but it would be significantly cheaper than what it's than what it was at retail. So I would say just wait. 610 is here. Thank you, 610. My co-hosts are here. Hang on, let's get them up.
What's up, Alpha? What's up, chat?
Hola, hola, hola.
Welcome, welcome. So yeah, $70 for the Punisher. I don't know. I see it going to Ross. I see it being a Ross con, y'all. It's just these bigger figures, man. They think they sell, and they kind of sell at first, but then the hype and stuff like that dies out, and then they just peg worm. So I think this will be the case, just like it was with the comic Hulkbuster that eventually showed up at Ross.
They're a big pill to swallow, man. At $70, the average Marvel Legend now going at 30.
Is this one color gray or what's it?
Well, it's
Whatever.
yeah, it's the Punisher. That's his thing.
Yeah, no.
The black and the white skull. But you got it right off. It probably is going to end up somewhere Ross, Ollie's, one of the two. It just it's too much. It's too much. They like you said, they think it's going to sell well, and initially at first people scoop them up, but then they start sitting.
Yeah, because I mean, if we're it's just mostly effect pieces. You got the Gatling gun, I
It's
believe, is for the
jammed
shoulder.
up though, man. I like the effects, man.
Yeah, the effects they're not bad. It's just I don't know
I
the
wish they
I wish the head sculpt was just
I
with the
wish they had
regular
like a
Punisher.
bigger helmet than that
Yeah, I don't know why they
mask or that
didn't.
helmet.
I don't know why they didn't
Yeah, I
just
wish they did something
use
big.
the Iron Man. Just take an Iron Man helmet and just paint the Punisher logo on it. And just put it on there, and it would have been fine. Nobody would have complained. Or just take the Hulkbuster helmet, put it on there, and just paint the Punisher logo on it. And nobody would have.
I shut it down. Go back. We back.
So I'm not feeling that, but Hasbro did finally show their Gamerverse Marvel Rivals Punisher, or at least the back half of it. So probably Comic Con. Um, I have played the game. I played it when it first came out, and I've dabbled with it here and there. It's not bad. If you like Overwatch, then you'll like this. It's pretty much the same thing. Uh, but I don't know. I don't know if these will do fine or if they'll go the way of the Overwatch figures and they just end up at discount stores. I don't know. But I do know that this shoulder, this elbow, that is disgraceful. The fact that you have such a huge fucking cut right here, and just his elbow is just it's sitting in no man's land over here, and it's just the rest of his forearm is just it's like Pangea. It's like watching the continent
Hey man, to
split
me,
apart. It's over here.
it
Like
looks
it,
like
it knows it's supposed to be connected to this, but yeah, it's Pangea over here. It's all by itself. The continents have split on his arms.
a single joint, man. It doesn't look like it's double jointed.
It's which they could have easily have put a double joint in there. It's just uh Grant says he'll buy it for 30. I think he means the that Punisher Hulkbuster, and he looks toony big. Yeah, that's just the art style for the game. He's got more of a bulky build because he's considered under a tank class of character. So they play off the Overwatch class system. So you'll have your support players, your healers, your damage players that are quick on their feet, but you could send them out there and they'll kind of clear out the area, and then right in front of them will be your tanks, so they'll take more of the damage for the team, but they'll, especially if it's an objective based where you have to capture a point and hold it, you'll usually use those type of characters. But I mean, the rest of the sculpt looks fine. I don't see any type of any type of butterfly joint in these arms either. It might be underneath this. They might have done a cut where this moves, but I really don't understand why we have a bicep cut here, but we didn't bother to put double jointed elbows in here, which I get it. On bigger figures, the double jointed elbows are going to look ugly because of where you have to put the cuts, but I would rather you give me a double jointed elbow than this ugly ass elbow cut where, like I said, his elbow is just.
Well, they did it with the Wolverine one too, didn't they? They gave him a single on the elbows and
Menjosa, not the NECA TMNT figures. Oh no. Not the NECA TMNT figures. But I believe they I don't know if they showed it, maybe not. Somebody else has another picture, and it's their teaser for Jeff the Land Shark, which you don't really see a figure. It's just him kind of like floating. You see his little shark fin, and they have an effect where it looks like he's swimming through the water. Because I believe it's supposed to be him, and I think it's either him and Punisher or it's him and Venom in a 2-pack. But I don't know. I was kind of excited because I wanted to see how this would go, but
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll wait till Comic-Con when we get better pictures here, and then I'll give my thoughts, but I don't know. I'm a little concerned that they're gonna fuck this up because they already have a really bad track record with video game figures. Overwatch, they dropped the ball on. Fortnite, which, to be fair, the figures were good. They just started really putting out the recolors way too quickly, and it was the same thing with Overwatch. Instead of just making new characters, or making characters that are the more popular picks. So I don't know. They have a popular character picked on that was on the leak list, but if that figure looks like shit and she doesn't look like she does in the game, I think this line is already going to be set up for failure. I'll be in if they do a Psylocke, because that was one of my main characters that I learned how to play. She was one of the first characters I learned how to play in the game. So if they make her or Mantis, I would consider it, or even Spider. But to be honest, if Blockies is already making a Spider that's $30, is Hasbro going to put one out that's the same height, same build, for double the price? I don't know. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna outprice these figures. I'm just very hesitant with those. I'm just not I'm just very hesitant. And Cran said Deadpool Colossus had double jointed arms, then the new one from the 2-pack doesn't. How do they go backwards? That
They're greedy.
your lips to God's ears on that.
They're greedy, y'all. They're greedy.
I don't know how how else to say it, but he's not wrong. He's not wrong about that. And then since we're just rolling with the punches here on Hasbro, they dropped this a couple days ago. This went up for pre-order.
Nowhere, man. No clue that was coming out.
I knew this was going to come out at some point.
Yeah.
I thought, and Woody thought, and a lot of other people thought that this was going to be a wave of figures in the bike, and
no, they want you to pay up front.
And I think, what is it, Flynn was going to be in stores, but a 4-pack is it's fucking steep, man. I believe this 4-pack is like $100 and something. So they're pricing it at about like $30 something a figure, which if that is actually correct, which I will go check, that is not $30 something of a figure. I get it. You have to pay the actor's likeness, and you're paying for the license for the movie, but I cannot imagine that the Tron license costs.
I think this thing is like
that much.
140.
Yeah, see, that's
140,
yeah. If it's no. We're getting into like classified Pulse exclusive. This is not. I'm gonna check right now because I think him and the bike is like $100.
Yeah.
So yeah, $139.99 for the 4-pack, and then $99.99 for him and the bike. I am not. There's just not. There's not enough there. I mean, yeah, it's nice that we get double jointed elbows, but I mean, her head sculpt, that's fucking horrendous.
$35 a figure is what they're trying to get you for.
Yeah, and look at what you get in the box. What a set of hands that match, and then an absent hand that doesn't even match up with anything else. 3 head sculpts for her, 2 head sculpts for everyone else, the light discs. I mean, that is a lot of emptiness in that box for $140. That's a lot of emptiness. And yeah, you got the disc effects, but really, what you're gonna display it with the disc effects? Do they even have a picture? Yeah, I don't know. This just kind of looks like 2 air hockey pucks right there. That's awful. That is awful. That head sculpt, that doesn't even look like. I don't even know who the fuck that is. Who is that? That's
supposed to be Jeff Bridges.
It's supposed to be Jeff Bridges, but it just looks like a very, I don't know, like a very annoyed Jesus or something like that. Like he has just been given the most unfortunate news, and that is his reaction to that. Like these, if they had sold these by themselves, I think this is what I'm saying. If they had sold it as a wave, I think it would have done better because these were kind of like the troops in Tron Legacy were these ones, and I think people would have bought them. but I don't see the $140 here.
They should have did this.
And look, they didn't even. So everyone else got double joints, and then they just put him on like a Black Series body here. They didn't even bother to sculpt double jointed elbows in there. Didn't bother to give him soft goods for the robe. They didn't even bother to. They didn't even bother to give her a half decent head sculpt that looks like something at a Lightning collection. It's just, yeah, I'm not very. These though, now these and the Flynn are very impressive with the sculpts, but her and not Jeff Bridges here. No, that is no. That $35, no, that is. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I don't know why they did. I don't know why they did that other one in 3 3/4. I don't know why they didn't do it in 6-inch.
It's like they don't want to sell Tron. Yeah. So it's like, why charge the. Yeah, and that pricing is gonna bite Hasbro in the ass very soon.
$19.99 at Ollie's or Ross. $19.99
for what, that 4-pack or for the bike?
The 4-pack. The bike. Oh, the bike. My bad. The bike will go for $29.99.
I'm in on the bike though. The bike. I'm in on the bike, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just very. I'm not feeling it, and I actually really like Tron Legacy. A lot of people didn't like Tron Legacy. I like it, especially with the fact that Daft Punk helped do the soundtrack, which was one of the last projects that they did before they disbanded. And they have a very small cameo in Tron Legacy too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's really that many like Tron fans for this stuff.
Tron is very,
it's a very niche.
I like it, and I think in today's world it applies even more, man. I mean, it was all about AI back in the day, and AI taking over. And so, I mean, it's there, but they should have broke it up. They should have broke this thing up. They should all came out individually.
That's what I'm saying. Sell it like you would a regular. Like you would a regular ass wave, and it would have sold. But yeah, yeah, it's a shame. That's a real shame.
And I think the biggest miss for this whole thing is that they didn't even include Tron himself into it as a figure. I mean, I know he was a bad guy in the movie, but they should have included that guy. How are you fucking going to sell the Tron figures and not include Tron himself?
I mean, there's just so much. There's so much to unpack here with the cheap ass disc effects too. Like they really did not try with these. Like I said, it looks like air hockey. This looks like 2 air hockey pucks. It's just whoever you were playing air hockey with, they just made the misfortune of hitting the puck too hard, and now it's in the process of clocking a child at your local arcade in the head because of how fast it's going. But yeah, this is just, it's cheap ass effects. I'm not a fan of that. That's just very. I mean, I should have expected that they were going to pull this bullshit with it, but I was kind of wanting to be a little optimistic and say that these were going to show up in the store. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, they just but I mean, if you got it, you got it. If you like it, but yeah, I don't understand.
The one thing they got going for it, the only, and it's sad, but
I don't even think the bike lights up either.
it
That's
doesn't, man. That's
the
a
bike
big
doesn't even light up.
that's a
So
big miss on their part by not
if
doing something.
if the bike lit up, I could maybe understand the $100, but the bike doesn't even light up. So I
But
don't
when they, I don't know who did the action figures for this movie back in the day, but the one thing they didn't have was that girl without a helmet on. So that might be the only thing. This is going to be the first time they're going to be able to get her without a helmet, which is not saying much.
If I remember correctly, I think it was Spin Master that did.
Oh,
It was either Spin Master or it might have been Mattel that did it, but they did it in a weird scale. They weren't exactly 6-inch scaled Tron figures. They were like kind of all over the place with the scaling.
mm. I don't think it has a big enough audience. I don't think it has a big enough audience.
I don't think so either. Now, if they did the Light Runner, which it was like a 4x4 kind of looking vehicle, I would maybe consider that because you could use it with the Cyberpunk figures. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the Tron stuff. And then Hot Toys did a Bone Bison armor deck, which this is towards the end of Predator Badlands, where he makes the mask, he makes the armor, and he uses he befriends the little alien creature that spits the poison. And then we got Bud there. So 360. I do not believe this is a deluxe figure, but he comes with everything from that part of the movie. So it's cool. We'll see it on Fumbling's channel at some point.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. It'll be on there. The Mondo showed their 2.0 He-Man with his weird windmill blaster going on there. I don't know what the price was on this. This is 1/6 scale, so again, we're talking about Hot Toys here scale, but Mondo. But I mean that's a lot of stuff. I'm sure.
The laser powered sword outfit is pretty tight. I give him that. When they deck him out and all the blue stuff there, he looks pretty cool. Way better than that Mattel Origins one. Way better.
Well, now they're doing that new line with the 6-inch figure, so maybe they will go back and do another one because they kind of did the same thing with He-Man. We will see, and then we will cover McFarlane, y'all. We'll cover him real quick because we have a comic Martian Manhunter for Page Punchers. Why no wired cape? Why is there no wiring in this cape?
Because he cheat, man. They cheat.
So we got comic Martian Manhunter. We have the Tim Drake Robin. Yeah? Or is this Dick Grayson?
No, that's Tim Drake.
Tim Drake, okay. Who actually has a wired cape. So
go figure.
Toddy is he's playing favoritism here. And then we have Blood. Does it say Bloodwind?
Blood,
is that right?
Bloodwind.
I don't know anything about this character.
Me neither. Me neither.
And then of course the fucker saves it towards the end of the road, the end of the line. He saves a classic Miss Martian. Which I'm sure people have already bitched about the fact that there's pins in the arms and legs. I don't really care about pins. I have figures that have pins, have no pins. As long as the figure doesn't crumble in my hands when I take it out of the package, I'm good either way. But head sculpt on this is nice. Again, wiring cape. So I think Todd I just think he hates Martian Manhunter. I'm convinced of this. Because how do you give half of your line or half of your wave wired capes and then not bother to give it, especially this Martian Manhunter? That should be a crime in itself, because a wired cape would have boosted this figure. It's just the sculpt, while very plain, it's nice, but it's just all this cheap ass fabric for the cape. It just makes it look like an eyesore. That's very unfortunate. Oh, look at, see, we were talking about Hot Toys. He showed up.
Yeah.
He's here. The Hot Toys man is here. Bloodwind was part of the Justice League when Doomsday attacked. What's going on, Dan? Okay. So an older.
These are actually just renders, right, of these figures right now.
No, I think these might be actual. What is going on with this pose? His legs he looks all.
Yes, there's something
He's got like gummy knees or something. I don't know what's going on here. He's got the Pampers going on there. The Assure adult diapers going on there.
The only reason I asked about renders was, whether or not that Martian Manhunter could end up being like a vinyl cape. Yeah, we can't even tell because
unless well, I was gonna say unless he's the chase in this wave here, but I believe if there will be a chase, I'm gonna say it's gonna be Miss Martian. We'll probably have some sort of variant, because Zatanna also got a variant as well. So may that be a color swap, a completely different look. I don't know, but I'm making my bet right now that he's gonna do it for Miss Martian. So, but she is probably, if I had to say, dare I say, the Tim Drake is probably the best looking out of the four. So I would go Tim Drake, Miss Martian, Martian Manhunter with a shitty cape, and then this poor fellow here with his even shittier looking cape in dead last. So that's unfortunate. What you doing, Todd? What you doing? It's cutting into the budget for the capes is cutting into the statues, y'all. It is cutting into the statue budget for Todd over there. Krantz said he had Lobo in his hand today, but he put it back. Is it the comic Lobo or is it the movie one?
Probably the comic one. That's the one that's been showing up lately.
And then for Jada, they put up the Street Fighter 2 Blanca in the Player 2 colors that went up at noon today. I actually don't mind this. Actually kind of like the Player 2 colors. I have the regular Blanca, but I don't know, it's just the colors here, they just pop a little bit more. I don't know if the effect piece is a different color. I'll have to go look and see because I have them on my shelf. But yeah, it's not bad. I like it. This was a really good figure from last year, and I believe a lot of people had him on their figure of the year list for last year. They just, between them giving him the softer hair so he can look all the way up and his articulation isn't hindered. The engineering, the effect pieces, the fact that he could crouch all the way down like he does in the game. It's just a really good figure. Him and Sagat last year were really good figures. So I don't know what the price difference is between this, because when I got him, that's when the tariff situation had started, and they promised people that whatever price their pre-orders were, they would lock in those prices for them, and then they would change it to whatever the new inflation was. So he could be 30. He's probably like 34 now, because I think Akuma was 29, but he wasn't considered a deluxe. But E Honda, Balrog, and Zagat and T-Hawk, when those come out, those will probably be, I want to say, 34, which is not too bad because they're substantially bigger characters. But yeah, these are pretty good. I don't really have any complaints about this Blanca, especially it being a repaint. I'm perfectly okay with that. And then here he is, y'all. There is Jeff. That is the teaser for their Jeff the Land Shark. Which this is, like I said, it's just an effect, but this is what he does in the game. He just kind of swims around, and you can heal your teammates as him. And then he also has a very annoying attack where he does a little whirlpool in an area, and if the enemy team, the opposition, has a Jeff, he can pick you up and spit you out on like an edge of the map and kill your whole team.
Yeah.
So I do love Jeff. I have been a fan of him since his introduction into the comics, which he did start out as Deadpool's pet. Actually, I believe he started out as someone else's pet. I want to say it was a character that Deadpool had as a love interest, and then he adopted Jeff. And then when Gwenpool got her run, she had a very small run of comics. She ended up adopting Jeff. So now whenever you see Gwenpool, it's mostly Jeff is kind of her little companion. I don't think it was Elsa. It might have been a different character. But yeah, if they scale him right, it should be okay. But knowing Hasbro, they're gonna make him like half the size. They're gonna make him too big, so he's gonna be out of scale with the rest of the characters because they're gonna want to put articulation in. So like I said, I'll wait for blockies. They've already put out they put out their spider figure, which a lot of people liked. The Venom and the Spider-Man, people really liked those two. I think Rocket Raccoon is on the way. I think they showed Moon Knight, so they're getting around the roster. So slowly but surely they'll put that out. And then of course we have Fumbling's most anticipated figure here, the May the 4th Stormtrooper with the T-shirt. I'm sure Fumbling is extremely excited for this one. I can't wait to see him review this on May the 4th this year. Yeah, that's all I gotta say for that. So stay tuned to Fumbling Through the Galaxy's channel for his review on that. There's some closer pictures of that Blanca. These also went up to the Blockies model kits. So I believe these are the same. This is the same system as the Transformer ones, where they come in blind boxes and you don't know which one you get inside. But I imagine if you order a case of them, you'll get a full set. But yeah, so you have a nice selection of Batmobiles, and I believe these are scaled to Hot Wheels. They are 1/64th scale. So a little bit interesting. They look a little bit better than what the premium Hot Wheel versions would look like. And then yeah, there's that Punisher tease, but I already talked about it. Oh shit, okay. Interesting developments here. So this was, well, at least until this gets reissued, this is a very expensive character to get from Rebel Tech. Her pre-order sold out immediately. She's a big fan favorite in the anime. She's a pretty badass character. She loses her legs and one of her arms during the Hero War, and so she gets prosthetics. Granted, they are some like very shitty looking prosthetics, which I don't understand why they didn't just build her. Why they didn't bother building her like cybernetic legs and a cybernetic arm when they have that technology. But yeah, she has very shitty
that's where her balls
prosthetics. Well, no, this is before that, but there's an arc. There's a point in the anime where all of the heroes go up against all the villains and a lot of characters. It's a really big battle. It lasts pretty much the whole season. It's like 30, I want to say it's like 30 plus episodes just covering this one arc. And there's a lot of heroes die during it. A lot of heroes die. A lot of heroes get injured. Her being one of them, but she's fighting like genetically enhanced Nomus, but they like grab her legs and they like twist them and like they pretty much break her legs and her arms. And I think they rip off one of her arms and she's still fighting with like broken legs and like one arm. It's pretty dope. She's She's a pretty dope character. So if they price her reissue right, I'll get her. Same thing with Hawks. I'll get Hawks too because he's also a badass character. He's kind of like he's like the archangel of the heroes in this anime, where he can his feathers he can control his feathers so they can split off, and he can use them the same way Archangel does. But whatever feathers he uses, it takes him a while for them to grow back. And there's a point where he takes on like a pretty powerful villain, and he pretty much withers his wings, so he has to grow them back from square one. So it's him with like these little baby wings because he has to regenerate them over time.
Yeah.
But he's a pretty cool character. I'm glad that they're reissuing these because these figures are like, I want to say $200-$300 now for the original releases, so I'm not too mad about that. And again, for Snape, there you go. Your Knights of the Old Republic. Something said, if you see that stormtrooper on his stream, he's lost all his money to coke.
This one, the one there on the right, man, it's got a cool little effect, man, where it has like this little piece where all the lightsabers can sit, because she can, like, you know, control them like independent of herself.
So is it, what are we talking, like Magneto but with lightsabers? Okay,
basically, but there's a little piece that comes in there, a little stand where all the lightsabers can sit in it, like sitting upright, and it gives it the appearance that it's like floating.
interesting.
Like floating. And then for him, they just fucking gave him a lightsaber and called it a day.
Well, I know they're working on. Well, this has been something for years that has been in development hell, that they're trying to do remakes for either remakes or they're trying to remaster Knights of the Old Republic, all the Knights of the Old Republic games. And there has not been any updates in a couple of years. They pretty much have said when they finish it, they finish it. So it's in development hell right now, but it's by it'll be the same company that did the Space Marine, the Warhammer game, that's doing the John Wick game that's coming out. So it'll be by that same studio. But yeah, it's just people have been asking for remasters of those games because it's been years since the original ones came out, and you know, they were on the older generation of consoles, so you'd have to go to either a pawn shop or you would have to like really look around to get one that's not in half bad shape to play it. But interesting. So Fumbling will also be reviewing this too. Fumbling is becoming an exclusive Black Series channel. He's selling all his Hot Toys, all his statues, y'all. They're gone. He is converting into just Hasbro Black Series. Fumbling is saying it should have been a 3-pack with Darth Sion, as they're the Sith. I'm not even going to try that. But if they had done a 3-pack, if this was already $60, then what? They would have charged $90?
No, it would have been 100. They would have just said fucking 100. They would have put some more plastic accessories in there to charge that 100.
But they don't really do 3-packs anymore, right? I think maybe they've learned their lesson that because those 3-packs, the 4-packs, even with the 3 3/4 inch, they sit and nobody buys them.
Oh, they sit. I know. I have a collection of them.
So yeah, that's we'll see. Oh, and then was very surprised by this. The SH Figure Arts Asuka dropped down to $69.71 on Amazon, which is around how much she should have been. Actually, to be honest, she should have been like 60, maybe 65 at most. I think the original MSRP on this figure is like $89.99 before tax. Which I don't understand why they went through all the effort to give her and Ray, and when Shinji comes out, he'll have the same. Why do they need so much articulation? They don't fucking do anything in the show. They sit in a giant robot.
Hey man, they gotta be.
It doesn't make any sense to charge like $90 for them when you could. Going back to blockies, if you get the, I think, what is it? There's like a deluxe version of the characters. They give you the cockpit that they sit in to pilot the Ava units, and that cockpit has all articulation built into it. It has a nice stand with the to simulate the fluid that's inside the cockpit when they pilot the Avas. And you can set them all up next to each other, and it all looks really cool. So, and I believe it's even cheaper than, it's way less than $90. I want to say it was like maybe 70, considering that it's a big ass cockpit piece.
What up, Stu?
Hey,
So yeah, I'm not quite understanding why they. Yep. See, he's all in. He's all in on Hasbro. He's selling it, guys. He's selling his collection. He's selling the Hot Toys.
You heard it here first.
it's the Purple Wolf, y'all. Oh, wrong thing. My bad.
He's gonna be selling that Jinx tomorrow, y'all.
He is selling it. That's right. He is selling that Jinx that that I did give him. I did give him a bit of a talking to on that part. Now we need to, because we're, oh my y'all, it's going down. It is going down because I did not see these. These are new pictures. We got a Princess Leia, y'all. They are now making a Princess Leia.
Oh man,
in their line. So fumbling now, he's locked the fuck in now. He's locked in on the blockies.
you got an Empire Strikes Back Leia.
That is a really nice, can I say that is a really nice Leia. It's not quite the digital, the fancy digital where it looks just like Carrie Fisher, but I like that it has this kind of like cartoony kind of animation feel to it where it looks like Carrie Fisher but in like an animation style.
It's probably how that's how they're keeping the costs down.
I mean, they're also keeping it down with the fact that you just put these together.
Oh, wait a minute now. Hold on a second here. Hold up, Chewy. Hold up now. I have some measurement. Wait a damn minute. Wait the fuck up. Wait a minute.
Look at that. See? I told you the damn blockies are going to get them. Abby,
No,
what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Abby? What's going on? Hey, wait a damn minute now. The damn Chewbacca. We got problems here.
Chewy!
We got problems here. What the fuck?
What's wrong with Chewy?
You look at him.
It's a blackie?
Yes, it's a blackie.
Can
But
we get it?
no.
What?
What? All right, what is this?
What is it? What am I looking at?
You're looking at, man, they done two-tone
Where my
fucking,
glasses at?
they done two-tone Chewy out, y'all.
They two-toned him.
Oh my goodness. Please tell me this is not, this
He's
is,
the ombre.
These could just be prototypes.
Oh, no.
Don't give excuses to that.
That
I
right
mean,
there.
they could be proto. They don't have a release date or anything like that on these, so I don't know.
That's fine, but I got major reservations.
These are the hero class ones, so these are significantly smaller. If that eases your troubles here.
No, I'm having issues with Chewie, major issues. I'm a Star Wars fan, and that ain't gonna fly. That is not.
Trying to.
That is not gonna fly. I mean, it's just like, and I don't know what's going on up top there. It's like his leg, you know, maybe if they would have did his waist in black, it could have looked like maybe he was wearing shorts or something. I don't know. But ooh. Sorry, Chewie, man. No respect.
I'll wait for in hand. We'll wait for Fumbling. We'll get them all in hand.
These could be just
he'll do a video on them.
Could be just AI images. Boba Fett don't look bad.
He doesn't look too bad.
Or they show more of that ugly ass Chewie.
What does Trooper look like? That's a blackie too?
These, like I said, I think these are the smaller. These are the smaller scaled.
The classic class, I think. Or is it going to be blind box shit? It's got to be with that.
No. These, I think, these will be the same size. These will be the same size as those Transformers, and they'll be the same size as the Marvel ones.
Y'all, man, I got major reservations about Chewbacca, y'all.
I don't know. He kind of reminds me of the Kenner Chewbacca.
No, man, that's no.
You know, it reminds me of Kenner. Maybe that's why I like. That's why I like him.
His head.
Kaiji Kitty's here.
What up, Kaiji?
He said that Leia was okay. This guy, of course, to Fumbling, it would be okay. Mr. Hot Toys over there. Mr. Statue Man. The Statue Man said they look okay. If it is not a Iron Studios statue, then he is very very nitpicky on these. I mean, it's not bad for kids. I mean, you know.
No, it ain't gonna be bad. But I steal that Chewy, man. You're gonna scar. The kids don't know what that is.
Now these here, these are the 6-inch scaled ones. So there's another Vader, which I will have to look at pictures of the first Vader that they're doing in this one, because I want to say this is Empire Strikes Back Vader, and there's differences.
Why he walking like he about to walk
between the two?
That's what he does when he walks in. He just walks on out there.
Oh, look at that, y'all. What's that, Hasbro? What's that, Hoodie Coco?
I couldn't get it out my mouth fast enough. What you say, nephew?
You might want to skip to the next picture before somebody says you're showing somebody that you ain't.
Man, anyway.
Hey, man. Snow Trooper, y'all. Snow Trooper.
Okay, but don't Hasbro make this shit too or no?
Yeah. But it's, you know, hey, we can't get a hooded Cobra Commander.
But we can get this shit.
But you can get you a nice.
He said I'm happy to get to sleep for 5 a.m. workday. We're tempting him. I'm telling you, it will get you.
Tom Cruise put the
They have finally dipped their toe into an IP that Fumbling absolutely holds near and dear to his heart. They will get him. Blockies will get him with the Star Wars shit. I promise you that.
It's got to be big though. He's gonna have Fumlin's gonna need. He can't have like a 4-inch fig. He's gonna have.
No,
to,
these are 6-inch scale.
No, he needs bigger than that.
That's what she said.
So they showed a Sand Trooper, which doesn't look too bad. Their Luke, which also doesn't look too bad, and the R2D2. So I am.
Guys, y'all, it's like they ran out of paint for Chewbacca, man. They just ran out of paint.
Listen, little watered down paint and a paintbrush.
They did
and a paper
everybody
towel.
justice, man. They did everybody justice, and then they're gonna give you Chewbacca, man. They gonna.
I mean, so if they're showing this Luke, and this is the hero. Oh.
Yeah, there's 2 different Lukes, man.
Luke.
Wait a minute here. Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. What scale was that? Those Star Wars figures they just put out. What scale were those? Were those also hero? Hang on a minute. I need to do some.
You talking about the first ones Block came out with for Star Wars?
Yeah.
I think those were 6-inch. I think.
Okay, so it's Champion. Champion is the one that we're. Is that? I need to look because I know the Vader that they did. It was the Vader, the Stormtrooper, and the Luke and Han in the Stormtrooper disguise. That's what I need to see what the scale is on those. Oh, so maybe okay. Because I think those are okay. Never mind. We might be safe here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's because their lines, the way that they have them, it's very confusing because with the Transformers and the Evangelion stuff, that's the action edition. Then you have the Champion class, which is below that, and then the Hero class, which is the smaller scale that they do. So these, I believe these are like 4 inches tall.
Wouldn't surprise me.
These ones. But I mean, yeah, the Luke doesn't look bad. The R2D2 doesn't look bad. I'll just wait until they do the. This is cool that they did this. No, they do not come with that fucking display piece. That does not come with the figures. That is something you will have to get yourself. You'll have to put that together yourself. But yeah, they don't look bad. I mean, there's an alternative to vintage collection. Just saying, if you need Troops vintage collection, a little cheaper. Well, listen, they could always. They are pulling a monopoly here with their IPs. So eventually they will get an IP that you like, and they will get you that way.
It seems like all.
And then they also showed their classic class Blitzwing from the Bumblebee movie, which this, I believe, is a sign that Bumblebee might come out this year if they're already putting out Blitzwing. So that's the one I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on the classic class Bumblebee.
Mm-mm.
I listen, in my collection, I need Bumblebee as the Volkswagen. That is my Bumblebee. That will always be my Bumblebee. That he is the little small VW bug. GB and I have already had this conversation, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, y'all was having a whole good old conversation today earlier. I said, that sounds like my little nephew. I said, that's okay though. He ain't want to talk to me. Don't worry about it. Him don't want to talk to Auntie. I'm just playing.
That is not at all true. I am
Oh,
always, if I have the available time, I will talk somebody into boredom. It is the truth.
open this soda. Oh God, I got a burp.
Now we have, I don't know what scale this is here.
What is that? A car?
This is okay, so it's a 1/6 scale. This is Kit from Knight Rider.
Done it, done it, done it, done it, done it, done it, done it. Who's making this?
Oh,
Let me see.
Is it Ron?
Something
Or
jazzing dioramas.
uh-huh.
It says choose from 3 different editions: the limited edition, David Hasselhoff signature edition, and the William Daniels signature edition.
Well, what the fuck's the difference?
is it?
Well, one, I don't know, maybe one comes with a signature. Maybe it's signed by David Hasselhoff.
Really?
Shit.
Maybe the Hoff signed it. I don't know. But it does have functional pop-up headlights,
Uh-oh.
triple fog lights concealed behind the grille. So you can have this displayed with fog coming out of the front. Animated scanner lighting with authentic trailing effect.
Mm.
The dashboard lights up. Functioning cockpit electronics. It has Kit voice samples and sound effects.
Oh shit.
Unfortunately, this says no theme music.
Ah shit. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter.
It says via remote control. It has a universal power supply, authentic tow bar and skid plate, complete interior dashboard as it appeared on screen, mechanical components, and underbody accuracy. I don't understand why you're not going to really look at the bottom of the fucking car. I can't imagine there is a Knight Rider fan out there that would buy this, look under the carriage of the car, and be like, no, they didn't get it right.
Hey man. Kit jumped off some shit in that show, man. You got to see his undercarriage all the time. And if it is not 100% screen accurate, I will dog this car till the day I die.
Now, I believe the cheaper version, we are looking at $15.99, and the most expensive, which I believe is the William Daniels signature edition, is $16.99. So we are getting to fumbling through the galaxy prices. Oh, see, SCS Doc, you went in on the Tomy kit. I did see that. I missed out on the DeLorean. I wish I had known about that. That was actually pretty cool. The body was real die cast, and everything on it was accurate to the movie. You could put fog juice in the reactor, and it had like a fog effect, as if it just did a time jump.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool, GB. I tried looking for this shit on the secondary market, very expensive. So, hoping eventually, every time Ace does a stream, I'm in that chat and I'm always asking if he's going to do a fucking DeLorean, because I have the 18 van. I just want the DeLorean. That is my, besides the Ecto 1, which I missed out on, the DeLorean. I would even put the DeLorean over the Ecto 1. I love that car. I love Back to the Future. The second one I have a soft spot for, but I do love the first one. But I want a proper DeLorean to put in my collection. I need the DeLorean.
Yeah.
See, SES Dog missed out on it, so now I don't feel as bad. And Stu said Bumblebee for me is the Spanish dude from The Simpsons.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And he said they won't even do Guyver Bubblegum Crisis, which would be the only IP. Yeah, you never know. You never know. Blockies they are getting some very obscure licenses, so I would not be surprised. Kit is my jam. And Mendoza wants the Spencer for Hire's Mustang Fastback. But yeah, very pricey. I guess if you have, I don't know if anyone ever did a Hot Toy scaled David Hasselhoff, Michael Knight, not sure, but that would be very cool to pair it with. And I want to say that's pretty much it, because we talked about that third party Cami, I think like a week or two ago. But I want to say that was like all the news. But I will double check real quick just to make sure I didn't miss.
I saw in non-toy related news, I saw where I believe the next Evil Dead is going to be coming out later this year. I think like in June or July.
Oh, I do remember hearing that they were going to do another Evil Dead. Yeah, I'm looking. I don't. And the Psylocke 2-pack is back up on Target. $67.99 now. I don't know what the original. I don't know if that was the original price, but I'll wait. I'll wait for somebody to do a Psylocke. I don't want to get hostage packed into getting a Thanos.
That Thanos is not bad, man. I have that. I actually have the Thanos from that pack. It is not bad at all.
Let's see. I think there was something else I wanted to take a look at because AO Frankie brought it up in the chat last week, and then I went down a rabbit hole to see exactly what was getting released, and I should have saved the let's see. Steve said, what is that? Oh, the Hoff would hold the place of honor in my collection.
Yeah.
The car from Ultrich, other show Vegas, or that ride from Hardcastle McCormick, but the truck from Fall Guy is a must. The Riptide Trio vehicles, and might as well throw in the robot. I am lost over here, and
Yeah.
I'm lost in that conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. This was a good week for Virgo. There were no TFs this week to look at.
Yeah.
No titties, y'all.
Yeah.
No. I believe that they heard Virgo's complaints and they listened. They said no more. We are no longer making. We're not making them anymore, y'all. We're discontinuing them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Trying to find. Because Frankie was talking about the YOLO Park AMK Pro model kits. Now I did do a bit of research.
Uh-oh.
I was looking to see which ones they have made. And listen, I love Blockies. I love what they do, but they have not done the. Now listen, everybody grew up on the 86 Optimus, the G1 Optimus. I did not grow up on the Optimus, which I do have an appreciation for the Optimus, but I need an 07 Optimus. This is the Optimus that I need for my collection. So I want to say they showed this last year at one of the overseas shows. I believe this is Revenge of the Fallen Optimus, and I could tell because it's the dual cannons, and he didn't start using the dual blades until then.
Yeah.
Now I would be tempted by, which I do love the G1 Megatron, but I did also like, out of the shit show that was Dark of the Moon. To me, one of the only few cool things was the design for Megatron, that like part of his head was blown off and there was the little robots in there that were eating at his the metal scrap in his head, and he had the cloak and he had the shotgun blaster, and he transformed into like that Mad Max tanker truck.
Right.
So I'd be maybe tempted. Like the blackout, I would pass on. The Ironhide, I would pass on. I think those are all smaller. This is Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, because he has when he transforms into the weird weird like metal slug tank, which I should have warned Menjoza before I started talking about this, because him and his son are big into the block use Transformers, and I'm gonna get a very angry message later that now he's gonna have to start getting the YOLO Park stuff. So I should have mentioned this in advance. I'm very sorry, Menjoza. And then Drift from
Oh,
Age
that
of
might look
Extinction.
cool. That might look cool if they do him right.
Now these don't transform, which yes, it is considered blasphemy that they make Transformers that don't transform. But here's the thing. I mostly want the robot. I do not want all the kibble and all the extra shit with the Transformer. As a kid, I loved it, but I'm not sitting there transforming all my Transformers into the robot mode. I'm like I have the Woody 222 mentality where I want them as robots and not the vehicles.
Right.
Because anybody that has watched the stream that Woody has been on, or any of his haul videos, he mentions how he will only collect the Transformers if they are already in the robot mode. There are a few exceptions, but he only keeps them in the robot mode. So that's how I feel. I rushed him out of the room.
I think there's a lot of people like that nowadays. I think there's a lot more people nowadays that just don't care to do the transforming anymore. You know, you're gonna have some of them serious collectors that are gonna want it to transform, but a lot of people don't care for it anymore.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, my generation, we unfortunate. Well, you say unfortunate, fortunate. For you guys, it was the '86 Transformers. For my generation, it was the Bayverse Transformers. But I will, out of all of I think I only watched up until I watched 4, but I did not go in the theaters. I watched it through alternative means because I was not paying money to watch that. When I saw that Ratchet was killed and then ground up into fucking like Frosted Flakes, and then those Frosted Flakes could turn into whatever you thought of, I was like, this is fucking stupid. I was like, we are now officially lost in the sauce. I don't know how we got here. I don't know how we went from alien robots fighting evil alien robots for the fate of Earth to ground up robots. I don't know how the fuck we got there, but we did. And then I was not feeling Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. I was like, this is terrible. I will not be watching any more of this. And then I didn't watch The Last Night. I was over it. Not even Anthony Hopkins could bring me back. Or the British robot that lived in his house. But Bumblebee is what brought me back, was that movie. And I was like, okay, we're in a good spot. And then Rise of the Beast came out, and I was like, yep, and we're that fall from grace was awfully fast. We were there, and then Paramount just fucking they meddled too much into it, and then that movie was just it was bad. Oh yeah, I only had one Transformers Red figure. I had the RC from Transformers Prime, and somebody stole the fucking Energon cube out of it. And when I went to go return it, somebody had also stolen the Energon cubes out of the other ones, and I was like, well, I guess it's just not meant for me. I am just not meant to own. I'm just not meant to own this figure. And Joseph said the only thing that I want to transform anymore are Viratex and Cyclones. You had rose tinted glasses on them. Probably. I don't know. Maybe. I think a lot of people did. But yeah, I have a soft spot for that movie. I really like it. Even though somebody described it best, and now that they said it this way, I can't unsee it. They said it is the Transformers equivalent of the Iron Giant.
Yeah.
So now I can't unsee that. But I mean, yeah, they turned him into a Volkswagen. The first like 5 minutes of the movie was on Cybertron, and you got to see the war of Cybertron, which was cool. Everybody had their G1 looks. Soundwave looked like Soundwave. Shockwave looked like Shockwave. You know, it had that 80s touch to it. So Minjo's is probably right though. The G1 will always give you I mean, listen, it was a good, I liked it. I will occasionally go back and watch that movie from time to time. But yeah, I would be in on this Optimus. If they didn't do one from the first movie, I'd cave in and just get this one. But yeah, I'd be very selective though with the AMK Pro stuff. It's very pricey. These figures, they're very pricey because they have die cast and they light up and shit like that. But they mostly have like half of it's already built for you. They give you the skeleton, you just put the extra pieces on there, and it's pretty much it. So, but I don't mind the blockies because they're like model kits, but they're not a pain in the ass equivalent to like a gunpla kit. So I don't mind, and the price point on those are fine. But yeah, there was that, and then the other thing was this third party Bumblebee caught my attention. Which he's still on pre-order, so I don't know when he's coming out, but I am keeping my eye on this. Oh fuck, I can't even remember which one it was. I think it wasn't this one, was it? Which, listen, you can feel a certain type of way with third party Transformers because they're not licensed, but as of a few years, well, as of several years now, the third parties have been doing it better than the official figures, which it says a lot. I don't think it was this. I don't think it was this one, but this is a third party. Has working headlights, tail lights. I believe. Oh yeah, the eyes light up. The cannon, I believe his little cannon has a light in it. But that isn't the one that I was looking at. I can't remember. I think it was for pre-order. I mean, it just should. I mean, this is all bit well, except there's Blockies right there in YOLO Park, but for a majority of like what you're seeing here, this is fucking. This is all third party shit, which is just really. I think it was this one. I think it was this one. I'll have to see the. Let me see. I believe it's this one. This was the one I was looking at. I think I could tell. I'll know which one it was because it has. Yeah, it was this one. Yeah, this was the one I was looking at because it had a little extra. It had a little extra kibble at the bottom there. But if Blockies does not do an action edition one that scales with the other Transformers, I'll cave in and buy one that transforms. But I need a Bumblebee that. I need a Bumblebee with the chunky feet and the little that transforms into the VW.
It wouldn't surprise me if Blocky figures out a way how to make him transform. It would not surprise.
I don't think they can. They can't make any that transform. That's the because I remember when the Galaxy series, which are those little blind box ones, when they put out the kit to convert all the Constructicons into Devastator, they couldn't sell it in the US for a period of time because Hasbro considered it as transforming. They considered it as a transformable kit. So you were only able to get it overseas, and then just recently they started allowing sellers in the US to start carrying that. So with them, they can only, I think with them in YOLO Park, they can only do it where it's just robot mode. But third party, it's the Wild West, man. I think at this point they just don't give a fuck at this point. I think there's so many third party companies out there. I don't even think they'd really bother to crack down on it. Yeah, he's got a light up feature, I think, in the cannon. I believe his eyes light up too, and he's a pretty decent scale. But yeah, this is the one I'm looking at. They don't have. Okay, it says May 26. So right around the corner, but yeah. This is the only, and I believe he's die cast too. I think all these pieces here are die cast. But the only other alternative to this is the 3-0 Bumblebee, which I believe is like $100. It's like almost $200, and the 3-0 stuff is in their own scale. So even if I got him, he wouldn't scale with any of my stuff.
Huh.
So I'd rather just get a third party transformer. So yeah, that was the other thing that I found that I wanted to bring to the table here. But yeah, I am not the Transformers person that is Talib. So don't trust my word on anything Transformers, because that figure could be a piece of shit, and I just praised it. So I don't know. That could very much depend on when it actually gets released. But GB, do you have any pickups this week? Did you get anything interesting?
The only thing I picked up this week, little Force Ghost Obi-Wan came in Ross, man. The little blue sparkle dead Jedi.
Sparkle Dead.
It is, man. He has a little blue robe, man. It's all sparkly and glittery, man. But it's Qui-Gon. What's his name? I can't remember his damn name now. Fuck. Help me out. What's the actor's name?
Liam Neeson.
That's it, Liam Neeson.
The guy from Taken, y'all. He has a very particular set of skills, y'all. He's got a very particular set of skills, and he will find you.
Even if he has to do it naked gun style.
Naked gun style, y'all.
That guy, and I got the cartoon collection Orko out of Ross too.
Cartoon collection, y'all. It's hitting Ross, y'all. RossCon, it's happening.
It's got the very special Graybeard variant head that comes with it. They are not paying me, and currently we are in lawsuit against them. There's many figures out there that have broken the copyright on the Graybeard look, man. So I got to get on them. But it's the cartoon collection, but he's going to scale with Masterverse just fine. And he looks cool. He's got a little stand. He can float. He comes with the little freaking medal that says he's number one or something like that.
That says he's number one.
And my Bizarro came with that. Bizarro came with a medal that said he was number one. But those two are it, man. Other than that, we did come across that Jada Ecto Ghostbuster Optimus Prime for you.
Y'all, it's hitting, y'all. The Optimus Prime, he is hitting.
In fact,
will the bigger ones hit though? That
yes.
is the
yes. I have seen and heard reports that the bigger ones will be coming. I think they're going to have a $15 price tag on them.
The bigger ones, y'all, they're on their way.
Yeah. They won't be as many. With the bigger ones, don't expect many of those. Usually it's just you get a couple of them and that'll be it. The smaller ones, I expect to see the smaller ones a lot more.
I mean, Joseph found a Retro Stalker and a NECA Gargoyle Hudson at Ross this weekend.
I would agree with that. Watch out.
I gotta go grab that. Hang on.
Yeah, last Saturday, y'all, I was in Ross, and they had the Cobra Commander, man. They had that Coco on the retro card, and they wanted $13.99. They had a $13.99 price tag on that thing. So that was a big. I was surprised at that. Usually those things are marked at $8.99, and they were sporting a 13. There was 3 of them there. All 3 of them had $13.99 on them. Man, it was crazy. So Ross is going to definitely pay attention to what's being bought and start raising the prices appropriately. That Orko I had gotten was $14.99. They definitely raised the price on them. Usually you could have got an Origin for like $5, but now they're trying to charge damn near regular price. Yeah, Stalker. Yep, you're right, Minjoses. Yeah, Stalker was $9.99. I do recall seeing him out there at $9.99. Ross,
remember when classified Joes were like $3.99, $4.99?
Yeah, they were $4.99 at Ollie's, man. They got a ton of them, man. A ton of them. I got the brothers. Zaymont and Tomax. I had got Zorana. I forgot who else I got. I think I got a Baroness. It was crazy. It was wild times, y'all.
Silver. Shit. Oh, I don't know where there. Anyway, so my pickups were mostly model kit related this week. So Tuesday I was out. Went to my local hobby store and they had a kit that I had pre-ordered on Big Bad Toy Store. Canceled it. And they happened to have gotten 2 at my location, and then I was called into work on my day off, fortunately. But I did grab her before I went to work, and that is the 30-Minute Sisters. Was it Mariella? I think the little witch. So she's got her book. It does actually open and close. She's got her little staff, little hat, some extra face plates, a bunch of hands. So I did get that. I did do some dry brushing, some areas, because there was just, if I didn't want to leave that, so bring out a little extra detail there. And then from Amazon, y'all, Blockies Action Class Optimus Prime. It took me a couple days to put together, but nice, very nice work from Blockies. All the little skirt pieces on the side move. So yeah, ankle rotation, something Hasbro doesn't know about. He's got butterfly joints in the arms there. The chest does open up, and you do get a matrix of leadership that you could take out of his chest. And because it is an action class, he does have light up eyes, and the chest lights up for the matrix of leadership. His rifle, or his blaster, the barrel extends. It has like a little reload feature on it. And he does come with pointing fingers too, so he has extra fingers for when he's doing his pointing. So yeah, not bad in terms of scaling here. Oh fuck, I already put her away. I guess we will use the controversial Maximum Deadpool. So that's what we're looking at in terms of scale here. So it's a cool little, thing you put in there for pictures, stuff like that. And then I did, of course, have to get the last one to complete the set. I have not built him yet, so I will do that a little bit later. But I did get the G1 Megatron. He's got Kremzik. He's got Reflector in his alt mode. He's got the Energon handgun from the 86 movie. He has the murder weapon, y'all. Yeah. He's got the murder weapon, y'all, that killed Optimus Prime. That dickhead Hot Rod. We still hate him, y'all. Still hate him. Hating him since 86. All of you still hate him. He comes with the Throne of Nemesis, extra faceplates, laser beak, the Energon sword that he stabbed Optimus with. So yeah, they did put quite a few things in here that are based off the 86 movie. He also has light up eyes, and I believe his chest lights up too. But this is the last one that I needed to complete to get caught up on the Action Edition. Ande, what is going on, sir? How are you?
Hey,
So yeah, so I have Soundwave. At Soundwave, I got Optimus, and now I got Megatron, so I'm caught up. And then the next two that are supposed to come out for Action Edition is the Skybound Optimus that has Megatron's cannon, and the Transformers Prime Optimus based on the cartoon. And then finally, y'all, I got a addition to the Jada Street Fighter collection. Finally showed up in the store, and I grabbed her before someone else did. So now I got Cammy, y'all. I got Cammy. I do not need the Bullet Queen, although maybe I will partake. We'll see. Got one of the best figure asses. All right, the best figure ass of 2025 on this figure.
yeah,
Everybody kept talking about her ass. I was like, I don't understand why everybody was so focused on the figure's ass last year. It was just crazy. I was like, what the fuck? Why are we focused on this figure's ass? But yeah.
right.
But yeah, that was it for me. It was
There
just
it is,
Cammy.
There it is.
Oh, there you go, y'all. Look at that. That is staying. That's staying in the package. That's staying in the package.
No, man, that's got to come out.
Mm.
It's got Ecto 1 on the license plate. It really does say Ecto 1. And it looked like he done ran into Slimer a little bit right there.
It was like was it you like clipped him from the side or something?
Yeah. They must have caught him in the ass or something. You know, he was at the hot dog stand when Optimus was riding by, man. I like how they did this yellow and black like it's a trap. It's a nice little subtle little nuance to it.
Oh, SCS Dog is keeping the Bullet Queen in her regular thing. He's not getting the add-on, the conversion kit to make it Cammy. Interesting.
All right.
And yeah, they said my hate for Rodimus has turned into disappointment.
It's at Ross, y'all. Get it at Ross.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they did yeah, I don't know if they did a Rodimus. I don't know how it would sell. I think it'd be the only blockies that would stay on the shelf.
Hey, that's good for you. That's good for you.
That's not good for me. I don't want a Rodimus Prime in my collection. He is the reason Optimus Prime died, y'all. He is the reason why a lot of you as children cried in the theater.
You got the touch.
Although I will say that movie's probably got one of the best openings.
Yeah.
The 86, yeah. Him just chomping down on a planet. You see all the robots like trying to hold on.
Oh man, that was
hold me. Just get
it was
chomped
groundbreaking, man. For that time, you know, for that time, it was groundbreaking. It really was.
Yeah. I think I talked about the Skeletron figures last week, that 3 3/4 inch one. But I don't think there was anything. Oh, that's right. You know what? I did almost forget. Ramen did show their BotCon exclusive for this year, which is the oh well, now I don't know where the fuck it is. Well, there was a picture of it. It was the it was the oh, it was for Joe Fest. I'm sorry, it was the Joe Fest exclusive, which it's essentially it's the ramen tank, but it's in the G2. The G2 Megatron is what it is, and it comes with the driver. I think that looks like G2 Megatron. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of it. I think it might be on his website. I think, but that is going to be the Joe Fest exclusive for this year. So bring a big suitcase, y'all, because it's gonna up there. There it is, y'all. There it is. It for $260. We have got ourselves the BotCon 2025 exclusive neon mega tank with tank commander, which, like I said, it's G2 Megatron. He's in the tank. This was at the time where they wanted to separate from him being a weapon and turned him into a tank. So this is the exclusive figure you get. It's okay. You know, it does its job.
It's like a mini juggernaut, man, from fucking Deadpool and Wolverine.
It does its job. It like barely skirts legality. I do like the green and purple though, and the box is cool. But yeah, it's essentially just their what's it called? It's just their hunter tank. I think it's the hunter tank, and it's just in G2 Megatron colors. So nothing special. $260. I can't remember how much the tanks usually cost. Actually, I don't even know. Does he even still have this tank on here anymore, or did he? Or did it? Okay, so the hunter tank was $199.95. So not quite sure. Maybe the exclusive factor for this and the fact that it comes with the figure maybe is why it justifies the upcharge. But it's okay. I mean, if you like it, you like it. I don't personally need it, so I do think it's funny that it's kind of in the same price range as a Super Musk.
Right.
It's like kind of skirting there, but somehow it's almost the same price as the Ramen Racer. Which, I mean, I don't know. I'm not quite sure if I am feeling that the price for that, considering that you could literally get their A-Team van for way cheaper, which I have. It is cool. It does fit some figures, kind of doesn't fit a lot of figures. Minchos said blanket party for Rodimus. That red jet at the top is a battle of the planets or Gotcha Man? Oh, good question. What's this one? Yeah, Gotcha Man 2.
That's a crazy looking one.
I don't know what scale this is though. It says 10 points of articulation. Oh, soft goods cape, y'all. Look at that. Soft goods cape, y'all. And the cape actually looks better quality than a McFarlane cape. So, you know, Todd is he's slacking, y'all. He is slacking on not giving you a proper cape. But yeah, that's it's I mean it's an interesting it's an interesting choice there. Actually, did he ever re-release this? I think he's gonna redo this. Because he showed Bo and Luke, I think. So get ready, y'all. Get ready, because some people, y'all, they're gonna jump on the soapbox, y'all, when that fucking car comes out. Get ready. Get ready, y'all. They're gonna come out and scream controversy when that fucking car comes out. It's gonna happen, y'all. It's gonna happen. But yeah, I believe we covered everything. We covered the blockies, Star Wars for Chewie. He has seen better days, y'all. He's seen better days. It looks like a cheap Halloween costume with the head sculpt.
That thing is out of control.
He kind of looks like, I don't know, it kind of looks like a hairy bulldog in the face.
In the head, man, it's like a rough cut of a damn stormtrooper helmet or something going on there.
It's like a poor, it's like a cheap Halloween costume. But since Allende stopped by, I don't know if Allende's still here, but they are doing a second series of the hero figures, which are smaller. So they showed the Hoth Leia, Classic Han, cheap costume Chewie, and Boba Fett. I do kind of like the hands on this one. Reminds me of the Kenner figure, which I'm not sure if they did that on purpose, but the hands kind of remind me. They look like the hands that the thumbs would break off if you tried putting the weapon in his hand. And then yeah, they have the stormtroopers back there, which I don't remember them doing those. And then of course they're doing Vader, a snow trooper, and the sand trooper. The Luke, which like I said, doesn't look that bad. Bespin Luke and Cloud City Luke. And then yeah, R2D2. So yeah, they don't look too bad. I would imagine these aren't going to cost that much to put out. And then yeah, they're classic class Blitzwing, which these actually they're starting to get better with these classic class ones. And they're cheaper.
Yeah, it's not a bad option. You know, the price is right. It's still, you know, for the size and what it is, it looks good. It's pretty damn well articulated. So,
I mean, these are 15. I think Studio Series, which is what this would fall under. It's like what 30, almost 30 now.
Yep.
So, and the eyes light up on this.
Mm-hmm.
The eyes even light up on the smaller ones too, and those are like $4.97. I have seen the I've seen these. These have become very popular, and I think because one, it's Miku, but I think it's also they pulled the trigger on these at the right time because the Labubu craze and the little kind of like Japanese little blind box things, I think it also capitalized on it. But the fact they're also articulated too. Usually you get these and they're just vinyl, the little vinyl things they see on their little tchotchke thing you put on your desk or something like that. But these actually articulate and they have soft goods clothes on some of them. So they are, yeah, see, they actually got soft goods. So they're making the right moves on these. Little tiny ass Grimlock. There he is, y'all. There's Optimus. He's Evil Knievel, y'all. He's Evil Knievel. He's taking flight. And then I also have to also want to take a look at Big Bad Toy Store before we
That is a whole boy. I've been looking at their little clearance section. It's ridiculous.
I know I saw the oh, here we go, y'all. Here we go, y'all. He is on there, y'all. He is on there. See, fuck your stupid ass Target Haulathon bullshit. He's on there, y'all. He's on there. May 26th. All right, we may need to I will be pre-ordering this after stream. Yep, I'll be pre-ordering that after stream. The Blanca 34. Not bad. Not bad. I thought because it was a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, I thought they were gonna up it to 40. Actually, this Bison isn't bad either for it's in their like Big Bad Toy Store colors. But I actually kind of like the way that this Bison looks. Which I'm still behind on this line, but since we're just missing Zangief and T-Hawk, we're pretty much there. What the fuck? Hang on a minute, y'all. What in the hell is going on here? So the first wave. So Chun-Li is, well, this is across the board because even at Walmart they're $29.99. But why is Ryu cheaper than the other two characters that are in the wave with him? Now the Dhalsim, I can understand that because he also comes with the elongated pieces for him to do his attacks. I should have picked up those convention exclusives last year that came with the burning effects. And look, Cammy somehow was on pre-order, but I got her in store, so I don't quite understand that. The Blanca and the Sagat, those are actually really good figures. The Balrog I still have to get. Akuma. I'm gonna wait till the very end for this E Honda because the stupid ass like action feature for him to be able to actually use this is kind of stupid. I think it does have like a wind up feature, something like that on here.
Yeah.
I think I'll have to check, but yeah, I'll get Yonda last. But they might get me for this Blanca in the player 2 colors because I like the colors. But I do want to check this effect piece though, because I want to say it's different than it is different. Yeah, it's a completely different colored effect piece. Okay, so at least that is different. Oh man, look at this, y'all. $109.99 for a Mafex black costume Spider-Man. Just get the Marvel Legend, y'all. Just get the Marvel. Just go get the Secret Wars, fucking Marvel Legends Spider-Man. At that point, save yourself the money for fuck's sake. Oh, this is cool. This interrogation room. It's got the desk, chair, the lamp. The door doesn't open back there. I think that's just a printed out piece, but that's not too bad. This is cool too. The structure ladder. It's cool. It's not $264 cool, but
They had on Temu, man, they had something kind of similar to that, but a smaller scale. But
I know on Amazon it's they have like a fire escape and it's meant for plants, but you can put figures on it. I've seen people. Yes, that was Blockies with the Star Wars stuff. And I believe they actually have, I think they have the Blockies kits on here for the Stormtrooper, the Vader, and the Luke and the Han and the Stormtrooper disguise. I have almost got sewing soft goods down, just some better magnifying glasses. Oh, look at that, y'all. Man, Joseph said, fuck you, Todd. I'll make a better cake than you. And it'll have soft goods wiring in it. Because Ryu is the first taste for free Pusherman Superfly style. Yeah, they have some cool stuff on here. Wanted to see if they had any other stuff on here, but I think it's pretty much. Oh, look at that. Fumbling is on it, y'all. They have got discounted. They've got discounted Star Wars figures, y'all. Look at that. Beskar armor, Mandalorian 1250. I'm pretty sure I paid full price for that. Captain Rex, $18. Not bad.
hey, that Mando that they got, they put out that new Mando for the Mando Grogu movie, man. Just buy that one. Just buy, if you want Mando, just buy that one.
Astray, watch Astray's review on that. Go ahead and watch his review on that. That is a really nice Ahsoka statue. And this is a Diamond Select statue too. That's not bad. I kind of like it. It is. Look at that. So this statue was $224. It is now $78. It went from what's it called? It went from fumbling through the galaxy prices to our prices. It's coming down, y'all. It's starting to go down to our pricing here.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Daisy Ridley, y'all. She's still holding on. She's still holding on. She's still holding on, y'all. Did this figure just come out? The Shadows of the Empire figure? And they already have him discounted. This guy, I'm pretty sure, came out last year. Oh, there you go, GB. That's what you need. Get you a Nerf EE3 Carbon Blaster.
That's crazy.
I believe it does shoot Nerf darts. Oh, it does? Yeah. Comes in that nice ass box. Now, they did do a Pulse Blaster from Aliens in the same line, and I missed out on it. And they also did Fishbones from League of Legends. Damn, Boba Fett, y'all, 1050.
Yeah.
Bad Batch. Got some statues.
They'll have like entire waves on sale. The entire wave, just buy the wave.
Yeah, they are truly. All right, now that ain't a sale. You need to put him for like $239. That's some bullshit. $22 for this fucking
No, man.
Rizzabola. That's crazy. Y'all, he can't even stand up on his all fours. Y'all, this is ridiculous. It's not a bad price though for the Bo-Katan. It's pretty good. I think what's sad is that I could go to Ollie's tomorrow and probably see like half of these there. In terms of the Black Series, I could. See, we should have saved this for when Fumbling was on. We could have got him for some cheap statues.
Right?
Now these are not iron. Well, maybe not. They're not. They're not the fancy statues. Oh, Jar Jar, y'all. $17.99 for Jar Jar. They have the armor. I thought this showed up at Ollie's. Holy shit, $14.99. You know what's crazy? When this figure came out, I remember this figure was like, oh, dude, she was a hot commodity. They short packed her. Everybody wanted her. And here she is for like $14.99. Mercedes Monet, y'all. This is the AEW exclusive Mercedes Monet.
Yeah.
Actually, the head sculpt on this is not, well, this picture doesn't quite do it justice, but the head sculpt isn't too bad, and in person it's not bad, but of course the fucking picture, honestly, I don't know if I still have that Koska Reeves, but I would consider, look at this. Get the, you know what, fuck that Book of Boba Fett one. Get this one, y'all. Get the one with the soft goods. Get you the carbonized Boba Fett, y'all, with the tattered cape. I don't know why they only have just one picture of him though. Oh, here we go. All right, so he's got the rifle. He's got his pistol. He's very shiny.
It's like they got that some of them
Oh
things
shit!
have like carbonized coating, graphite coating, or something like that.
Straight from Target, y'all. Straight from Target. Now, see, if this goes cheaper, I might actually get a couple of these because not for the stupid ass porg, which I'm so glad that craze is over. The stupid ass porgs, but because this actually looks really cool with the kind of skeleton on the. I think this is a 501st trooper, but with the skeleton design. Actually, does this glow in the dark? Oh, those are supposed to be chocolate bars. These are supposed to be chocolate bars. It's the oddest looking chocolate bars I've ever seen. But yeah, $22. Holy shit! Look at that, $8 for a Hoth Rebel soldier.
They've been going crazy.
Actually, you can get a whole. Oh, that's vintage collection. Well, I mean, if you're collecting vintage collection, they have a lot of vintage collection on sale. Oh, they got Bib Fortuna for $13. Damn, $9.59 for a Shadow Trooper. Ooh, not bad. Look at that Cad Bane, $18. Now, if this goes cheaper, I would maybe consider this because I don't have a Grogu. I used to have a Grogu in my collection. Let's see.
Right in time for the movie.
A space cape for every figure in my collection in honor of Lando. Credit Collection Black Series Mando is cheap, easy to paint up. Nerf blasters have done some very cool movie style weapons. Forget you and your ollies. Menjiza wants an ollies. I don't think Menjiza, you do not want an ollies. You will catch. You will walk into that store healthy, and you will walk out with some sort of. You will catch some sort of sick bug.
Yeah.
If you have seen the dishevelment of ollies, I am genuinely surprised. Some ollies I've been into are they somehow met building code violations. um, and SES said, yeah, I get most of my TBS on discount, but I did get the recent white boxes. And Joseph said I will grab some just to paint up. Amazon and Walmart can't be beat for cheap Black Series figures. Yeah, the Grogu, I'd very much consider that. They had a battle droid for $11.99. They do not have their Mafex figures. You drop them prices because these are $90, y'all. Not worth it. Dr. Afra. Oof. Poor Rosario Dawson, man. $5.60. She's getting like pennies on the dollar for these. Look at that.
2.5 cents.
Look at that. They got Skeleton Crew, Scout Shock Trooper. They got the damn band, y'all. You can get the band, y'all. $13.59. Get 4 of them. You got the band. Let's see. You could get a 1-to-1 scale helmet, more skeleton crew. What is the difference with? Is there really a difference with? Is there a significant difference between the archive collection Bo-Katan and the regular Black Series one? Or is it just the same figure, just a different package?
Pretty much that's what it is, man. It's just a different. It's just different packaging. It's like the same figure.
All right, now this I might be. They might have me for this. I do. I like robots, y'all. So they might have me for the robot here. Never watched Obi-Wan. Probably never will, but I see robots. Robots for $10. I know I could go in here, paint these up a bit, do some different things. So $10.50 as compared to $35. That pile of loot's gonna be filling up awfully quick.
It will.
It definitely will. Moff Gideon, $18. I am actually curious if the regular Black Series versions of the Dark Troopers are in here. There is Satan. There's Satan right there. There's Satan, y'all. He's out there in Star Wars, y'all. He's out there in Star Wars.
He hangs out in the cantina.
In the canteen, y'all. Ponda Baba, y'all. 1374. I don't know if that's. I do not know if that is a good price. This is definitely not a good price. This should be considered highway robbery. What the fuck? Why are we charging $22? I could go take my ass to Ollie's and get her for like $5. That's a crime to be charging $22 for that fucking.
Well, what's been showing up in Ross and Ollie's is the earlier version of that. It's painted like a beige and a white, but it's just a repaint of it, and they got that shit there, and it's like, really?
This is actually that's not a bad price for her.
She's a badass figure, that one there.
Man, because she's got the rifle, right? Or no, yeah. It's not bad. Well, luckily Fumbling went to sleep. He'd be
Right.
yelling at us because we don't know who. Oh, Axe Wolves. That's not bad. Let's Deathwatch Mandalorians for 13.
No, Benjo. So,
Let's
Benjo.
see. Oh, this is the archive collection. Oh, damn. Oh, I remember when these showed up at Ollie's. Oh, man. People were cleaning Ollie's the fuck out of these Death Troopers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were cleaning house with those. But I still haven't seen. I'm still looking to see if they have the Dark Trooper or not for cheap. Oh, Halloween, y'all! Look at the Wookiee, all the Halloween figures are
right.
They're coming out, y'all. Let's see. Oh my god! Look at this. You could get a holiday Salacious B. Crumb and a fucking Jawa. This is terrible. What the hell? At that point, that shit should be like $1. They're just sitting on those.
Oh, that's a retro.
$9 though is. I feel like it's robbery, y'all. It's robbery. That's not bad for the Dagobah Luke. Not bad. Grandpa Han, y'all. 1170.
Hmm.
Look at 1125 for the fucking for that Mandalorian. IG 12 1750. Yeah, I see some robots in here that now the Leia is not bad for 14. The soft goods. Let's see. Oh, that's not too bad. That comic Leia. I'm gonna look and see though if they. I'm pretty sure this Ewok Village Leia is still currently at. I believe that shit is still at fucking Ollie's right now. Ollie's, Ross, they all got them. Let's see. Vintage Collection Dark Trooper. They do. They have them $20. $20, y'all, for the deluxe Dark Trooper. If it went a little cheaper, I would consider it.
Little thingy that he stands in. Oh, that's the black.
That's a smaller one. Oh, it's not a bad statue either. Boba Fett on the throne. Catching up on the comments. Rosario Dawson is why grr, baby grr. Almost had me. I bought the female Mandalorian without the removable helmet for $4. An unpainted Bo-Katan was underneath. Image shows said I'm a Jawa. I am made for scavenging and repurposing. This is true.
Wootini.
Axe Wolves for $5.50 on Amazon. I'm telling you, SES, they got a lot of shit on here for for very cheap. They also have a really nice Silverhawks throne for $22 if you don't really care about Silverhawks, but you want a nice throne. I would recommend looking at getting that throne. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. But I don't think I see anything else. Yeah, this is what we're looking at with 3-0. Actually, I don't. Yeah, this was that. Yeah, this was that fucking Bumblebee that they did for this movie. So yeah, I'll wait for YOLO Park. It's fine.
Hell yeah.
I love Bumblebee, but I'm not paying close to what's it called for we're pushing like ramen van prices for Bumblebee.
Right?
I will not do it. I will not do it, y'all. I will not do it. But we've been going for 2 hours 41 minutes, so we will wrap it up here. GB, do you have anything to plug? I will give you the floor, sir.
Oh yeah. Always got the toy hunt coming out tomorrow evening. 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. I've been like on a steady tear of unboxing some Marvel Legends, so you'll probably see more and more shorts of them. I'm trying to fill up this shelf up, so every time I pop one out the box, I'm gonna take some pictures. I don't care how old the figure is, I'm gonna put it out there. And then Thursday night we got our live that we do, and then
Friday.
and then I do believe Alpha is going to himself be having some changes come along. I believe there's a new time slot available that Alpha is going to be invading. Hopefully, he doesn't step on anybody's toes.
If I do, fuck them.
Ooh.
If anyone's got an issue with it, fuck them. Because
Oh my
YouTube's a big ass platform. If you cannot take that, multiple people will be on at once and try to corner a time slot for yourself. That's not how that works. But thank you,
Right,
Jimmy.
right.
Now, as for me, as I did promise Menjoza, I will be working on a video for the Blockies Optimus Prime. It will not be the length of the Rebel Tech Harley review that was an occasion, which if you haven't watched it, go watch that review. Put a lot of time into that. And if you know anybody that is considering getting the figure, share it, send it to people, spread the word. Let's try to get more eyes on that video, because YouTube really fucked me on that one.
No.
But yeah, so I'll work on a video for that. And then this week we are going back to Fortnite Fridays. Fortnite Fridays is this Friday. So we'll be Menjoza will be participating, I believe. As always, I believe we will have Alpha Red on there, and I'm not sure who our fourth will be, but yeah. So if you like Fortnite, come check us out. Come watch us play Fortnite. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. You know, Kenny Rogers wrote a song about that. But gotta know when to hold and when to fold them. But yeah, that's it for me, I believe. I'm sure after this Blockies Optimus, I'm sure we'll take a look at something else. Something else will come along the way, and then yeah, so we will have yeah, we'll be moving probably to a Friday time slot. I'm not too sure how that will work with Fortnite Friday, if we will need to do shorter regular streams and then move to that. I'm not too sure what we'll do with that. We'll move it around though. That is not true, Menjosa. You are an absolute team player, and we appreciate you. And yeah, I think I'm probably forgetting something, but it's fine. We'll cover it next week when we get to it. We'll get to it when we get to it. But I appreciate everyone that stopped by. We do bid you adieu, at least for Mondays, but we will be taking over on Friday evenings. We're probably looking at 6 o'clock, so we'll probably be doing it an hour earlier. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's it for me. We're ending it here. I don't have an outro. I should probably do one of those if we're moving, but you know how it is.